I don't know if I've got it in me, people. I don't know if I've got it in me to watch this for another, well, forget till the end of the season. For another game, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. I still don't know. Final score at Craven Cottage. Fulham 1, Man United 1. 2 games played, 1 point, 1 goal scored. But still, no goal scored from open play. The only goal that we scored was a set piece. And to make things worse, it was a deflected one. And it went down. It went down as an own goal. So kind of tells you where we are. And I just don't understand how, with all of this attacking threat, we still haven't managed to score from open play. Dorgu, Bruno Fernandes, Ahmad, Mbeumo, Mount, Cunha still haven't scored a goal from open play. And, you know, it's the start of the season, people are going to say, but for me, that's a red flag already. When you see red flags, when you see something you don't like, you need to kill it from the start. You need to put an end to it from the start or change things from the start. Because if you don't change things from the start, it's going to carry on. And by the time you would want to cut it off, it's too late because you've let it become a habit. And if this habit, don't know why my phone's going off, but if this habit carries on, yeah, we're going to be in trouble, people. We cannot have all of this attacking threat and not score goals from open play. It just doesn't make sense in my head. Now, I'm going to get onto the manager first, yeah, because I'm going to reiterate what I've said before. You live and die by your choices. Ruben Amorim, you live and die by your choices when it comes to personnel. And sooner or later, you're going to have to change things up. Now, I'm not saying, this is not me saying he has to completely change his whole system. But what you can do is adapt, which means if you see that a 3 doesn't work in the game, you can quickly change to a 4, put 3 in midfield, put 3 up front, and you have a more fluid attack. Because right now, what's happening, all of our best players are not getting on the ball. The only one that we saw get on the ball was Cunha in the beginning. You know, we saw some good combinations, you know, one-touch football, which was good, but it only lasted for about 10 minutes. Cunha got a shot earlier into the game, got a shot off early into the game. We had that wonderful pass from Bayinde into Cunha's feet. Cunha brings it down fantastically, but you have to say it was a great save by Leno as well. And that was about it. Those are the only things I can actively remember. Now, please do remind me in the comments if I've missed something, but back to the manager. You live and die by your choices. Some of the subs today, I looked at the subs and I went, why? And I have to start. Let me go through the subs. I'm looking at Ahmad coming off for Diogo Dalot. Why? In my opinion, Mbeumo should have gone off because today, you have to be honest, Mbeumo didn't have his best game today. It was a poor game. Cunha had a better game than Mbeumo today. So I would have taken off Mbeumo and I would have kept Ahmad on. And then if you want, you could bring on Dalot. And again, the fact that you bring on Dalot, for me, is a sign of negativity. You're setting the team up negatively. And in the end, that proved to be the wrong sub because why on earth would Dalot try that at that specific time in that specific place of the pitch? Fulham capitalise on it and equalise, and Smith Rowe pretty much scores with his first touch after coming on. Then I'm looking at other subs. Casemiro coming off. Now, fair enough, Sesko came on, no problem. But surely you could have taken off someone else for Casemiro. Casemiro didn't have a worse game than Bruno and Mount combined. He didn't. And then to make matters worse, he brings on Ugarte. This Ugarte player, for me, has to be one of the worst signings. And he's not even a Amorim signing. He's a Ten Hag signing. So all of these choices lead me to believe that Amorim is setting the team up negatively. And ultimately, he's always going to pay cash for his mistakes or for those choices. Brought on Dalot, we conceded. Brought on Ugarte, started playing negatively. Got himself booked. All of your choices to set the team up negatively, you will have to pay for it. I'm sorry. That's just how the game goes. Kobe, no minutes today. Xerxes, no minutes today. People are going to tell me, Aaron, the season is long. Again, you create habits by starting them early. It's not 6 months down the line, you realize, oh, hold on a minute, I've got Kobe on the bench. Let me throw him on. And you know what's ironic? He'll probably play midweek against Grimsby. Man United are completely bypassing their midfield. The midfield today was non-existent. We might as well have played without a midfield. The only one that really impressed me today was Casemiro. Some of the passing I thought was really good. You know, sometimes the tackles were a bit late, but overall I thought Casemiro had a good, solid performance. Now, ironically, the next person I'm going to talk about apparently had a bid coming in from Saudi. Another one. Word to DJ Khaled. Rumours are saying that Al Ittihad put in another bid, or another Saudi team, put in a bid for Bruno Fernandes, and it's Al Ittihad. Now, if there are any truths to these rumours, Manchester United need to take that money and run. We all saw Bruno Fernandes' performance today. Absolutely awful. And it's not the first time he's been playing like this, because you know what? When he scores and assists, it masks those type of performances. Today, unfortunately for him, he couldn't mask that performance with a penalty. And why on earth he skied it the way he did is another question I won't be able to answer. I just don't know. I don't know. But these are regular performances from Bruno. But because he scores and assists, it masks that type of performance. That was absolutely atrocious from Bruno Fernandes today. And I said it after the first game. I said Bruno Fernandes is very quickly going to become a problem. He's very quickly going to become the elephant in the room. Now here we go. People are going to say, Aaron with his Bruno agenda again. We're shoehorning someone in. This is what I've always said, and I've literally said this earlier to one of my boys when I was texting him today. I said, we're shoehorning Bruno into a system he has no place in. Play a 4 with a midfield 3, yes, you can find Bruno's space in there. But playing a 3-4-3 with Bruno centrally, it's not working. And furthermore, Bruno needs to be a big fish in a small pond. Now, he's got better players than him in the team. Bumo, Cunha. How is he going to thrive? We've seen this before, because people keep saying, oh, we need to surround Bruno with better players. We've done this. We brought in Varane. We had Greenwood. We had Lingard. We had Martial. We had Rashford. We brought Ronaldo back to the club. How much better does it need to be? Who else do we need to surround Bruno by, or Bruno with? Messi. Unfortunately, Bruno needs to be a big fish in a small pond. When there are better players around him, he's ineffective. He can't shine the way he shines when there are better players in the team. He can't. And that's not his fault. That's just how he is. This midfield needs a complete revamp. And we need to start including the likes of Kobe in there. People that are good on the ball, because right now we're just bypassing the midfield. How many times have I seen long balls go straight to Cunha, go straight to Mbumo, go straight to Dorgu? We're bypassing our midfield like it's not even there. And I just don't understand why we're doing this. I just don't. The midfield problems, man. I don't know. I really don't know. Like, I'm frustrated, people. I'm really frustrated right now. This was not a good performance. I can't look at this and say, okay, well, we can take positives from this, and there are no positives to take from this performance today. For me, this feels like a loss. Because it might as well have been. It might as well have been. it's frustrating because, you start the season with so much optimism. You get in players that, in my opinion, technically are very good. Cunha, Bumo, Ahmad is still there. Sesko, I believe, will have some time to adapt. I've seen some good stuff from him. The stuff that he did on the touchline there, and then Bruno got pulled, and then the player that I think is Lukic got a yellow card. We've seen some good stuff from Sesko, but it's going to take time. And on top of that, we need to serve him. We're putting in crosses for the likes of Mason Mount, but then when Sesko comes on, we're stopping the crosses. Now we want to play the fancy football and start combinations. No. You had the first half to do that when Sesko wasn't on the pitch, and that was the same thing that we did in the game against Arsenal last week. Sesko wasn't on. That's when we're trying to do long balls and trying to put in mad crosses. But then when Sesko came on, now we want to play the intricate football and combine outside of the box and stuff. No. I've not got a good feeling about this, people. I really don't have a good feeling about this. And I'm not one of those people that just sits here and say, it'll be fine. Because I have no tangible proof of it going to be fine. I have no tangible proof. I've got nothing I can stand on for me to go, you know what? It will actually be better. I've got nothing to stand on. Nothing. Not from the first game. Well, from the first game, actually more from this game. Because in the first game, I thought we played really well. But that's towards the end of the game when we had our best players on the pitch. And we didn't have a negative approach. Aiden Heaven, Harry Maguire, listen, I've got nothing against these guys, but when we need a goal to win the game, these are not the type of players you bring on. They're not. Where do we go from here, man? Because our schedule is not getting any easier. Obviously, like I said, we've got Grimsby away in the Carabao Cup midweek. Then we've got Burnley at home. Then the madness starts. City, Chelsea, back-to-back. City, Chelsea, back-to-back, people. Playing like this, we'll get destroyed. I can see it coming from a mile away. I don't need to be waiting on the actual day after the game to go, oh my God, what happened? No, I'm not one of those guys. I can foresee. Well, I'm not a fortune teller, but I can see stuff from a mile away when things are not good. I can feel it in my gut. Like, this City game, it is not looking good. Forget City. Burnley, you play like this, you lose. Grimsby, you play like this, they can create a surprise. Like, the negative approach to games for me has to stop. It has to stop. Literally, the first 10-15 minutes the first 10-15 minutes are the only thing I can look at and go, you know what, I actually enjoyed that. And I really did. I really did enjoy those first 10 to 15 minutes. We saw some really good play. It was fast paced. It was with purpose, with intent. It was one-touch football. Like, we tried to get to, into the opposition's half as quickly as possible. Some good combinations. And then it just stopped. We let Fulham get back into the game. We let them gain confidence. We got rattled a little bit here and there. Our captain started to whinge and cry and complain to the ref. And I've said this before. Once he starts doing that, you can forget about him playing football, because he is not playing football anymore. From the moment he starts whinging and crying and complaining and moaning to the ref, he is not playing football anymore, because mentally and emotionally, you already got him in his head where you want him. All you need to do to get Bruno out the game is not even mark him. It's not be physical with him. You need to get into his psyche. Make sure he complains to the ref. Make sure he's whinging. Make sure he's crying. That's him out the game. And that's what happened today. That's how easy it is to get Bruno Fernandes, who people claim is the best foreign signing ever, who people claim is world class, to get out the game. That's all it takes to get inside his head. Not even be physical, not tackle him. Because sometimes when players are so good, when players are amazing, you go, you know what, the only way to stop this guy is to foul him. But it's not even that with Bruno. It's as easy as ABC and 1, 2, 3. Just get inside his head, make sure he whinges and cries to the ref, and that's him out the game. Done. Fulham have done that. That Fulham midfield didn't even have to try today, in my opinion. Sanderberg, Lukic, and Alex Iwobi. Alex Iwobi was on ice skates today. carrying the ball at will for long distances without even being touched. No one. The only one I kind of saw get close to him was Lenny Euro a couple of times. I saw De Ligt come out, step out a little bit sometimes, try and win the ball, win his duels. By the way, De Ligt and Lenny Euro today, for me, were probably two of our best players, in my opinion. I mean, those two at the back, if we were to switch back to a back four, those two would be my two options. De Ligt and Lenny Euro for me. 1000%. Because they keep showing every single week why they're the two best players in our team. Or two of the best players in our team. And today, they were by far the best players. By far. Oh, God. This is going to be a long season, people. Strap yourselves in because it's going to be long. Very, very, very long. Grimsby next, midweek. Obviously, I'll be watching it, but the focus won't even be on that too tough. And if we lose that and we crash out the Carabao Cup early as well, oh, God, that's going to be awful. That's going to be extremely awful. Choices, people. You live and die by them. And right now, Amorim is not impressing me with his choices at all. Whether it's the starting 11, whether it's the subs, he is not impressing me. On top of that, the gameplay is horrid. For 10, 15 minutes, we look good. And for the rest, we were not good at all. But yeah, listen. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think I'm exaggerating 2 games into the season? But like I said, you got to kill the... No, I'm not going to say virus, but... You got to stop these bad habits early on in the season to prevent them from carrying on to happen and for them to eventually, give us a massive bad result or something like that. You get where I'm coming from, right? Like, you get what I mean. But anyway, let me know what you think, man. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I'm not convinced whatsoever by this performance today. This was not good. This was not good at all. But yeah, listen, like, share, comment, subscribe, people. It's road to 20K, closing in on 19, sorry. And yeah, I shall see you tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. At least that's going to be entertaining. Newcastle, Liverpool. So make sure you're tuning in for that, people. I'm out. Peace.